They poison the in, they poison the out. You're getting fucked either way, without a doubt. Sort of great trap there for me to fall into as well, for good measure. Just working on my New World Order nursery rhymes. So running a bit late tonight, just on the way down to see my duck friends. The skies are an absolute shit abyss up there. It's one of those catch-22 situations, hence my little nursery rhyme thing at the start. You know, you stay inside and you're there with your smart meter getting zapped all day, presumably. And you know, if you're living with toxic people, that's fucking just as bad, if not worse. You know, or you get outside and you do the exercise, and you know, you try to look after yourself, and then you get poisoned by the geoengineering. So it's just like any which way you know, you're copping it, don't you? And then some new age is going to say you spoke it into existence, you know, just to add more mental torment onto the situation. I'm glad I've walked away from all of that, all the spirituality, you know. But that's just me, you know. Just do whatever helps, you know. Maybe it's helping you, but I'm done with all of it. All of it. Fuck man, I don't know how anyone who got the chemical sensitivity in that from the targeting, I don't know how you would survive in a big city. It's like the pollution, the chemicals, the scents, the fragrances and all of that stuff is like 5 times as worse, as intense, you know. I don't know how you would survive someplace like China, you know, even here it's pretty bad. This city's notorious for, back in the day anyway, it's notorious for like chimney smoke and stuff. They put in a lot of heat pumps now, so you know, so I guess the air quality's a bit better, but you know, they're fucking us up with the frequencies now, so it's one or the other. But yeah, I find like getting the park time every day, that's the little oasis recharge, and try to get there before the rush hour traffic. You know, get there while there's still a bit of light, so I might be able to enjoy the sound of the birds. There's still a bit of a dusk chorus going on there, most nights. Just a little bit of, what is it, graphene rain coming down, or whatever it's meant to be, who fucking knows. You know, it's just a society full of lies. You can never get to the bottom of anything. You know, how are you going to have truth when there's all these non-disclosure agreements and blah blah blah, and you know, not many people want to just be a literal, real, proper, legit martyr, you know, like get murdered for a cause, for sounding the alarm. Yeah, and then, you know, we use that term in a sarcastic sense, you know, oh, you're such a martyr, like you're a fake victim or something. It's just fucking horseshit. I'm pretty much done with all the conspiracy stuff now. Like, when I say conspiracy, I mean actual conspiracies, not theories. Because now the word, now that word, conspiracy, it now means the same as theory. So it's like, what word do I even use here then? The bad stuff that's real, that's happening, I'm kind of done. Absolutely done, actually, with keeping on top of it and, trying to spread the word. Because it's like, what's the point, I used to think with the targeting, like, if I could just stay alive and spread the word and others will pick up, the baton like it was some sort of relay race, but no. They just pick up the baton and, give you the gaslight bop over the head with it until you're fucking done. So what's the point? Just focusing on things that bring me a bit of joy and peace now. Pretty much done away with Facebook as well. It's like, there's definitely shadow banning going on, but you never know. You never get to the bottom of it. Even that, you'll never find out how many people saw what you posted, how many people just thought you're insane. Never get a straight answer on anything because of this damn, online world, online communication that's run by the governor. It takes a shit ton of courage to put yourself out there, and just talk about this stuff, even online, but in person it's awful as well. If you're sensitive to energy in there, you're just going to terrorise people and make them uncomfortable, and so it's not much of a life, is it, when you're just surrounded by terrified people. There's one thing I liked about the protests, the protest for the medical thing was, there wasn't any fear in the air. Only on the last night when it got disbanded and a few stragglers were terrified of what was to come, but they were wrong. It didn't go the way one of them was wailing about. But there was this really loving atmosphere there, it was brilliant. Really loving, peaceful atmosphere. Like, I've never experienced that before, probably. It still amazes me how many healthy people there are here. Now, I guess if it is an energy farm, like, that makes the most sense to me, like the big picture thing. It would make sense that if something was like, dependent on living off us, living off our suffering energy or whatever, they would what is the term, like practice like crop rotation or something, or they wouldn't eat all their crop at once, would they? They would sort of ration it out, like, oh, we'll crack open this human and we'll wake this one up, and then we'll wake up a few more, eat them up, eat up all their trauma energy, and then when they drop, we'll move on to the next ones. Because if we start like feeding off all the awakened livestock at once, they might just go wild and stampede everywhere, and we'll lose total control. We'll need to add like a 10 trillion% soy ratio to their stock feed, and Mr. What's-His-Face's Mystery Meat Factory. It's just insane, man. There was a car. There was a fucking car. I thought surely it would have to be a motorbike, but no. I don't know if these people, if they're like, oh, they're a member of like the Stasi Auto Club or something, and they're exempt from muffler noise specifications. I don't know. It's probably a bad idea being out in this. It's like this very fine mist. You know, be breathing in all sorts of fallout, no doubt. But definitely like to get the time on the bike every day, get the circulation going. This audio is probably absolutely fucking terrible. My other like external mic was having problems, so I'll have to go with this one pretty much, or you'll be hearing like just randomly. So instead, this one's just like overall shit instead. It really does feel better for me, like giving up all that hopium shit, like the universe provides, you know, the God provides or whatever. It just wasn't the case. And then you just got more, oh, it's your fault, you know, you're doing something wrong, all this bullshit. So over it. Just prefer, you know, the awful truth that actually matches my reality. Sometimes I always listen to these videos back and I think, oh, that sounds too negative, you sound too depressed, but hey, this is me being authentic, you know? What do they say? Like, be your authentic self and people will love you. No, they won't. They'll fucking hate you. Unless you're some oblivious NPC that's like bombed out of their fucking mind every day and like or, you know, sorry, some NPC that's oblivious and happy, or some awakened person who's just smoking boobies all day and like has a nice buzz, and they're able to sort of, you know, they're happy because they're stoned. But, you know, I'm not smoking weed anymore, and it's hard being completely sober here. The animals are the only thing, really. But, oh, for fuck's sake, just trying to get across this fucking road. Just gonna get off the bike. Yeah, the animals are the only thing pretty much that help me in avoiding the normies, you know. I'm grateful that I can do that. I really am. I had a taste of not being able to do that recently, and it was just hell, you know. Fucking feel for you guys who can't just be left alone. I know there's a few. It sounds like many people actually have like one other person in their life that's vaguely awake. Just when I say awake, I just mean seeing the evil that's in control. Like, that's pretty much my definition. That would be nice. Must be nice. one of the most aggravating things for me of like not being able to just be left alone, you know, is having to, you're pretty much forced to go along with shit that you know is poisoning you. Like, hello, that medical thing. But, you know, just other stuff, like if you had a family there, that there's a get-together and you got to be there with them, and someone's having a problem and you really have to help them out because it's serious and you can't avoid it. And it's going to take a hit on your health because you've got to be with them and near them, or, you know, in a car that's just laden with all sorts of horrendous chemicals. That was my situation, you know, with the so-called chemical sensitivity. You know, and I know that shit sickens me really badly. And you're perpetually gaslighted. Oh, the doctor said it's not real, it's all in your head. And well, the fucking Rockefeller allopathic medical doctor doesn't talk about blood-brain barrier damage, does it? Or, you know, if it is an auric field thing, they don't talk about any of that shit, do they? They don't talk about like EMFs and mind control or anything like that, do they? Well, the doctor said it's fine, so you're fine. You know, this is one of the gaslight cherry on the top, you know, that you have to deal with. And while you're sickened, you know, while you're poisoned. A naturopath at least acknowledges it, you know, because they're allowed to. They're free from government funding, government shackles. Sorry, that would have sounded fucking horrible on the audio, I'm sure. So yeah, I pretty much had to have one ride in this car. I had to drive this car to give someone a ride somewhere. And it was just, the whole thing stunk of fucking chemicals. I don't know what it is, their fucking hand creams, deodorant, hairspray, perfume, makeup shit. And I knew it was going to, you know, I didn't feel well on the car. I wanted to get out, but I had to do it. I don't want to elaborate on it. And I actually do want to elaborate on it, but you know, you're never meant to say personal shit on the internet, and it probably is a good idea not to say it, you know. So anyway, yeah, I felt fucking shit after that for the rest of the night. Woke up feeling a bit better to my relief, but you know, I was pretty fucking angry about it. I just wanted to be left alone, and I know what poisons me and what doesn't. And you know, this has just reminded me of why it's better to be fucking alone. Even when I lived with the normies, you know, they were like, they really were good people. I don't think it was a trap, you know. I did go there a little bit, you know, with the like cynical, I don't want to use the word paranoid because it's justified with these absolutely like unfathomable evil fucks that run this place. You know, the paranoia is justified, but I did run away with the whole like, this could be a trap, you know, when I went to live with these normies, because there are only two places on the rental, you know, website thing that had sleep outs, and you know, I was after a sleep out, so it easily could have been set up like that, you know, for me to choose like one of these places, and they were handlers or they were Truman Show fucking extras or whatever. But yeah, they were genuinely lovely, compassionate people. And even that was bad because I just had to hold my tongue and, you know, autistically mask or whatever we're calling it. Because people won't love your authentic self. They won't love the truth, especially if you've been through this kind of shit. You know, that it would likely give them nightmares and break their worldview forever if they believed you, you know. So yeah, it was it was bad living with them too, you know. There is no, you don't find your tribe when you go through this. The MK Ultra tribe is like scattered throughout the lands, isn't it? I heard a distant duck laughing then. He appreciated that line. The MK Ultra tribe is scattered throughout the rivers of the lands. They maraud the banks, throwing seeds at ducks and ruminating out loud. Passers by jog on by extra, you know, double time speed to avoid them. I gotta be extra careful on this slippery grass. Oh shit, they got pinecone traps here. I'm just gonna wait it out here. You know, that's another mystery of this place. And they've got people like still have the energy to jog. I'm sure they haven't got an activated like live round of Bill and what's his name? I don't even know his first name. Fauci. Sorry, I had to cough. I'm not a fucking. It's because I'm biking in this, you know, this whatever it is, graphene barium shit abyss thing. I was just wary of that border of that path. That's why I got off the path, because you know that wood gets really fucking slippery, and if you don't hit it like at right angles, your front wheel could slide and end up getting maimed. So yeah, I see these joggers, right, and I'm just thinking, what the fuck, you know, in my mind. What I honestly wonder is like, how the fuck are these people still able to run, you know? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. You know, unless they're NPCs or whatever. Like, I haven't had the medical thing, but I think I was poisoned by like something similar, you know, of a bad variety of that, like a yeah, because I had similar symptoms for the last 7 years, you know. And it's just kind of a little bit aggravating to see all these healthy people that took the thing. You know, in a way, I'm happy for them. Hang on a second, I gotta get by some people. I'm not saying I want to see them all fucked up. It's just the injustice is like, you know, I didn't take the thing. I didn't use a phone for 20 years. I avoided all these traps, you know, all of them painstakingly, and I still get fucked up worse than almost everyone. There's just no justice here. Yeah, I would have been safer to be an oblivious NPC. I probably would have been in far better health if I'd been there. Just, it sucks. You know, all that research and everything, and by hook or by crook they get you, you know. Just poison their food or whatever, you know. Unfair bullshit, you know, did my research and all this for years, decades, and then some, you know, new agey sort will be like, you attracted it all, you know, the law of bollocks, law of attraction, you know, Yeah, because that's totally natural, isn't it? Like, if that were real, obviously we'd be surrounded by other targeted individuals, and life would be a lot less lonely. Just trying to see where the footpath is. And yeah, I'm sure if the gazelle on the savannah put a Rife machine on his fucking head, set it to high vibe mode, pretty sure the lion's gonna come, or hyena, the pack of hyenas that work for the Savannah Homeland Security will still come and fuck him up. They're still going to come fuck up that whistleblower gazelle. It's not going to matter if his Rife machine is on his head or not, if how he's vibing today. Yeah, it's just cause and effect, isn't it? But no, law of attraction is nice, so that's some fake empowerment, and it gives people, you know, big fucking hit of hopium, and I honestly can't think of one instance where I've actually manifested anything good. I've tried to manifest that Ducktopian takeover, and that never happened. Yeah, the legion of rapey drakes coming to like mess up the politicians, that never happened. That's my metal steed is like threatening to off himself. He can't handle this miserable ramble. Can't handle it. You know, it's tough times when you're saving up for a bike service. Down to like 10% on the front brake. Anyway, I fucking made it. I made it. I'm the champion. The chosen bird feeder has arrived. A little bit late. Just as well, there's no competitors in this, in the bird feeder fucking, whatever we're calling it, circuit. There's few competitors, you know, few could handle 37 years of solitude and 10,000 gigahertz of like Homeland Security voltage to the fucking nervous system, and however many kilotons of like grande gaslight, and legions of fucking programmed flying monkeys laying it on. It's so sad he thinks government's bad. He manifested it all. Go fuck yourself. Not you, but maybe you if you're saying that, you know, but whatever. Anyway, just to end on an uplifting note, you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, you're into spring. You know, there's something to be pretty relieved about. I think it's easier to stay alive in spring, summer, you know, provided you haven't got some like 40-degree heat wave and you have to work every day in the outdoors. You know, go and sniff some flowers and some little ducks, and I don't know, it helps me, you know, the aromatherapy. I meant to try that properly. Like, I love sniffing these little flowers and stuff. But, you know, when you can find them, certain flowers, they just alleviate the anxiety, and they honestly smell like love, like gentle and nurturing and safe. You know, as faggoty as that might sound. Yeah, it's quite incredible. It's like the opposite of these, you know, tailor-made for the harp frequency activation to cause cascading months-long trauma and poisoning in the